Calisthenics. What is it? Calisthenics is a type of training style that uses a person's body weight with little or no equipment. The exercises involve movements that use large muscle groups such as push-ups. People typically perform these exercises at a moderate pace, and they help to improve coordination, flexibility, and also strength. Calisthenics can also increase your resting metabolic rate, as well as enhance and develop your muscular and aerobic endurance. Calisthenics can be performed with differing levels of intensity and rhythm. Calisthenics was actually developed in ancient Greece and became popular in the early 19th century. Today, fitness training athletes, military personnel, law enforcement officers, and people trying to keep in shape use these exercises for warming up for strenuous sports or to help build up their bodies. Calisthenics, in my opinion, is the best training style that you can do, and I'm going to explain to you why and how it completely changed my life. Between the ages of 14 to 17, I was very insecure, I had low confidence, and I would often get bullied in school. I was too scared and nervous to go to the gym, and I didn't feel like I was old enough or had enough experience. So I decided to try and train at home, and that's when I found calisthenics. I started to do push-ups and sit-ups in my room, and I increased my confidence in just a few weeks. Eventually, I tried out the gym and got my first muscle up, and that's when I realized I might just have a natural gift for calisthenics. I didn't go to the gym a lot, and I mostly trained at home, trying to develop my balance, coordination, and strength. I also built a good amount of muscle in the process. I had many setbacks and failures during my training, but I kept pushing because I believed that I could actually get somewhere in this sport. And one day, I hoped to make a difference and inspire people in my position. I wanted to level up my body and my skills. So I did. At home. The great thing about calisthenics is that you don't need any equipment, you just need you and your body weight, so therefore you can train from anywhere and you can always progress no matter where you are. There is a level in calisthenics for everyone, so no matter what skill base you're at, you can find your level. An important thing in calisthenics is drilling the basics, so this includes doing variations of push-ups to increase your overall pushing strength. You can also get creative at home and use things such as chairs in order to perform exercises such as dips in this video. You can really grow and target every muscle group because there are so many exercises in calisthenics that you can do. One of the best exercises I've ever done to increase my shoulder strength and my shoulder growth is pike push-ups, as I'm showing here. And there are even variations of pike push-ups that you can do so that everyone can perform them, even if you're a beginner. A huge part of calisthenics is developing your core because most exercises require impeccable or at least good core strength. Focusing on controlling and contracting that core is such a great skill that you need to learn and develop. But this can easily be done at home with beginner, intermediate, and advanced exercises all at your disposal. The exercises in calisthenics really are endless, so you're never going to be bored or lacking choice for exercises. Another great thing about calisthenics is that you can still develop your legs and also your explosive power. You can slow down the rep to make it harder, or even do things such as paused reps or explosive reps. You can also change up variations to make the exercise harder, such as taking away limbs or using less fingers. You can also buy equipment that assists your calisthenics progress, but it is definitely not needed, and you can still grow and develop a good physique just at home with your body. You can even lay in one position on the floor and still perform a variety of exercises that target different areas of your body, and in this instance, different areas of your back. Doing home exercises can get you really far in calisthenics, and so I definitely recommend you trying it out if you want to build a good physique and learn the understanding of balance, coordination, developing your strength, and also gaining muscle. However, it is easy to hit a plateau, but that's when I began to switch it up. There are many different ways to progress on a bodyweight exercise. The obvious progression when thinking of making a bodyweight movement more difficult is to do it with one arm or one leg. For example, with the archer push-up, we simply put more weight through the working arm by moving the other arm further away or elevating it. You can also make exercises harder by increasing the range of motion. Full range of motion is way more difficult than just performing a partial rep. Another way that we can progress more in calisthenics is to adjust muscle emphasis. If we want to make an exercise more difficult, we can make adjustments to emphasize one muscle more than the other. For example, with pseudo planche push-ups, we work more of the front delts, and for wide push-ups, we work the chest more. Another thing that you can do is perform the movement slower. Performing any movement slowly will increase the difficulty as it requires more time under tension. You can also add pauses at different points, as we previously mentioned. For example, adding the pause at the top of a pull-up or in the middle position. Another thing that you can do that we've previously talked about is performing the movement more explosively. If you perform a movement as fast as you can and usually try to take yourself off the ground / the bar, this will also add difficulty. Clapping push-ups, Superman push-ups, squat jumps are all an example of an exercise performed explosively that is going to improve your overall calisthenics progress. And another thing that you can do is use a harder grip. Adjusting your grip of the bar or the ground can make a big difference in the difficulty of an exercise. For example, you can do push-ups on your fingertips, and pull-ups also have many grips we can use to adjust the difficulty. And lastly, you can reduce the momentum. Using momentum at the bottom of an exercise can make it a lot easier. If you work on reducing this, you will require a lot more strength. A good example of this is the muscle up. For most people, when they do a muscle up, they will have to kip. As you get stronger, you can make the exercise more difficult by improving your form and cleaning up that muscle up. I chose calisthenics because it doesn't require any equipment. You can build serious amounts of strength. It helps you move better in your day-to-day life. It helps to maintain proper form. You can hit every single muscle. It's gentler on the joints and the connective tissue. You can improve your brain to body connection. And also, let's be honest, it does look pretty cool. Ultimately, calisthenics changed my life, and it enabled me to perform skills that inspired people all over the world. And I never looked back. But now, it's your turn.